we have been following all day long. An investigation is now underway after a Marine pilot was killed when the A-18 fighter jet he was in crashed near MCAS Miramar late last night. ABC 10 News reporter Jeff Lasky is joining us now. Jeff, we know the pilot was actually training when he crashed.
Yeah, and Wale, not just training, but training at night at a base that wasn't his home base. Now, you can see MCAS Miramar here behind me. This portion of the base, of course, entirely flat, but where the crash happened was far out to the east side, and that is where the land gets hilly.
Sky 10 found the emergency crews this morning where the pilot of an A-18 Hornet was killed. What appears to be wreckage was strewn across a hillside.
First thing is you got to capture all the information you can, and that's what they're busy doing right now.
Rich Martindale is a retired Air Force accident investigator. He walked us through what the team investigating this crash will have to consider. It starts with the time of the crash, just 6 minutes before midnight.
Single-seat F-18 at night is probably the most demanding flight environment there is other than combat.
Martindale says the area where the jet crashed is particularly dangerous. As you can see on this map, it happened east of the base, where the land is open. No buildings, which means no light from below, and nighttime flying, meaning no light from above.
The area east of Miramar is what we call a black hole. Your depth perception just goes away.
A big clue for investigators will be whether or not the pilot tried to eject.
If he did, in fact, try to eject, that would tell me he was aware that something was wrong. Okay, and that would rule out what we call a controlled flight into terrain. If he didn't eject, or even attempt to eject, that would keep the door open for controlled flight into terrain.
Another question will be the pilot's experience. He wasn't stationed here at Miramar. He was here training from MCAS Cherry Point in North Carolina. Martindale says investigators will need to consider everything before eliminating anything.
They'll capture the maintenance records of the aircraft. They'll capture the training records of the pilot. They'll look at the weather. They'll look at air traffic control. They'll look at all the areas that need to be investigated and try to start eliminating what they can.
And the Marine Corps will release the name of the pilot 24 hours after the family is notified. Investigators will have 30 to 60 days to do their work. The full report on this might take a full year to come out. Live at MCAS Miramar, Jeff Lasky, ABC 10 News.
Jeff, thank you. We want to keep this conversation going. Joining us now to talk about the deadly jet crash is Jim Kidrick, the president and CEO of the San Diego Air and Space Museum. Jim, how are you doing today?
Well, good, Wale. How are you?
I'm well, thank you for asking. As you just heard in that last piece, the pilot was flying at night, and we know there are some risks associated with that. You've had experience flying in one of these jets. Can you just explain to our viewers what those specific risks are? Is it similar to the difference between driving a car in the day versus the night?
It really is. It's dark. You don't see, quite as many things as you do, during the daytime. This particular area, leading in is what we call East Miramar. It appears that he did crash a little further away from the runway, so he wasn't in just the regular landing pattern of Miramar. So no one wants to find out more, certainly, than the Marine Corps does, because they've, in a very saddened way, lost one of their brethren. They'll ask a number of questions, certainly, was that pilot trained to do that mission that day? All those basic questions to help them resolve and come up with conclusions of why it occurred. You just heard a few minutes ago, they're going to look certainly, at the airplane itself. They're going to look at all the radio transmissions. They will do an extremely thorough investigation because they want to know. Our goal, certainly in the military services, and this would include all of them, is to not have it happen again if we can prevent it, because we used to use the term that safety to us is paramount to what we do.
And let's talk about this specific jet. As you mentioned, you've flown it before. You have experience flying it before. This gentleman was training. How much more training is involved in flying a jet like this versus other aircraft that you may have to fly? How much more involved is this specific aircraft?
Not really that much more. The F-18 Hornet, which is what he was flying that last night, is a very, very good airplane. It's got a good track record. The training that we do as naval aviators, and once again, certainly for all the services, is very, very extensive. That aviator already has the wings of gold. So they've already gone through a threshold of aviation training that makes them really really, in the, representative of the best of the world. So the training is exceptional. The pilots are exceptional, and that's really why we want to find out what particularly caused this accident, because once again, the more we find out, the more we can prevent it from happening in the future.
And that is certainly the goal. Jim Kidrick, President and CEO of the San Diego Air and Space Museum, we thank you so much for your time.